Morning, y'all. It's Sarah with Pollard Farms. It's kind of a cool morning. Now, if you can see behind me, the ground's kind of white. It's starting where the sun's shining. It's starting to melt. Hold on, we had a pretty heavy frost last night. About to let the chickens out. There you go. See, it's all pretty white. It's supposed to be getting some snow and stuff. So as you'll see in this video, we took the weekend to do a pretty deep clean of the barn. I just got finished laying out straw. We had some laid down, and with the cold temps and possible snow tonight, I went through and threw another bale of straw out to do a deep bedding for the goats, because once the moisture starts falling from the sky, it's pretty much where they're gonna go. I filled the hay feeder full. We've fed them their grain this morning because, as you see, it's nice and sunny. Get them something in their bellies and the hay in their rumen to help keep them warm as the temperatures drop throughout the day. And I've got corn for the chicken and ducks, and as that sets in their crops and their bodies, that will generate heat and help keep them warm.
It takes longer to digest.
Yeah, it takes longer to digest corn, so it keeps their bodies working overtime. A misconception that a lot of people think is that you have to have artificial heat in your coops and in your barns and stuff, but that's not so. If you feed well and keep roughage out, like for your goats, and they're healthy, their bodies will generate the heat they need. They have a dry spot to get into, and they have fresh hay and water. Their bodies will keep them warm and generate the heat they need.
Out of the wind and out of the elements.
Out of the wind, out of the elements. It's the same thing with the chickens. Feeding them corn helps them generate that heat, and we've never put artificial heat in our coop, and our chickens do just fine. Even when, 2 years ago, we had Snowmageddon, as we like to call it, and the wind chills were a -20, which all you people up north, I know y'all are used to that. Us down here in Arkansas, we're not. But our chickens, our ducks, they did just fine with no artificial heat, as did our goats. So as long as you feed them right, they're healthy, and they have adequate roughage and water and adequate shelter, they're going to be just fine with no external heat. So follow along. Thank y'all for subscribing. We've gained a few more this week. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Ring that notification bell so you won't ever miss a video. And follow us if you've got other social medias. We are on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, all under Pollard Farms and Homestead. There's several different things being posted on there. Okay, well, TikTok is Pollard Farms 06. But you type in Pollard Farms, you're going to find us. There's all kinds of videos on there. There's all kinds of gardening tips on our Facebook that I'm constantly posting, especially what times to plant what and what. So if you have any of those social medias and you don't already follow us, go find us. We really appreciate it. And like and share our stuff. We really appreciate you. Thanks. Follow along. Okay, so we have a younger flock that are just now getting to laying age. Probably should have started laying about a month ago, but crazy weather conditions and all that affects hen laying. And they had been nesting in the nest box, or roosting in the nest box, instead of laying them. So we took the nest box down for about a week, 2 weeks, got them used to roosting on the roost. And while I was putting straw out into the goat barn, Michael heard the egg song, and look, we struck gold, y'all. Michael here with Pollard Farms, and we're out here taking care of the goats like we normally are, like you see on most of our videos. But I wanted y'all to see something that we installed yesterday to keep the dogs from digging out. So we had already put hot wire around the bottom of the fence. As you see there, it's around the top of the fence. Keeps them from jumping out, keeps them from digging out. But one thing we had not done was the gate. And the other night, they figured that out. So, what you see here is, what do you call this thing again?
Spring electric fence gate.
It's a spring electric fence gate, which is technically used as an actual gate.
You can like stretch it across from here to here to keep stuff from coming over, or you can run 2 or 3 of them together and make a 3-strand hot wire, or how many ever you run, and all you gotta do is unclip it down there. You can give them a demonstration and just unhook it, and you can lay it down, and there's no current going through it at that time.
See?
And then you just stretch it back across, and then it latches and it runs. It's running electric through it, so.
But another thing we like about it, with it being stretchy like that, open the gate. See, there's no hindrance of it being on the gate and opening the gate.
So
It works a whole lot easier than just regular wire.
it flexes and moves with the gate, so that's a win-win for both accounts, and just makes life easier. And the goats have done figured it out, and the dogs have done figured it out, as well as the 2-legged kids over here, that it is electrified and working, because when it hit, you hear it when it shocks you. So hopefully that'll solve the problem of them digging out, and more than likely we'll have to run some along the other side when we get it fenced off here in a little. Well, it'll probably be after the snow, because we're scheduled snow in Arkansas. 2 days ago, I was wearing a short sleeve shirt and shorts, which I'm still wearing shorts, but I got a long sleeve pullover on. But it was 70 degrees the other day, and Sunday night, and then sometime Tuesday and Wednesday, we're supposed to be scheduled for snow here in Arkansas. I hope it holds off, but if we get it, we get it. You just roll with the punches and hope the goats don't have babies in the snowy weather.
That's farm life for you. They were cleaning out the barn. We spread some of this across other unfenced pastures, and it breaks down and helps build the soil up. Some of this top hay will be put into the chicken coop. They like to scratch around in it, and it gives them a little bit more insulation.
What a good hay they got on the ground. What's that part of almond goat?
There's not many. I mean, this hay feeder does a pretty good job, but the last couple of bales have been pretty loose. They haven't been very tight, and I feel like that has contributed to a bunch of the hay on the ground.
Yeah. It probably has. There's not been a very well packed tight bale, but when you can get Bermuda grass right down the road for $6 a bale, you jump on it with the prices of hay lately.
Yeah.
Hold on, Libby. Bubba will be back with the wheelbarrow. Okay, Bubba. Ready?
Yep.
Ready? Good thing that hay ain't wet, ain't it, Bubba?
Yeah. Sure.
It'd be heavy if it was.
It would.
We try to reutilize everything so that nothing really goes to waste. So some would say, well, that's a waste of hay, they're on the ground. I'm looking at different uses for it. Like I said, littering the floor of our chicken coop for some deep warmth, because this top hay is still pretty clean and it's dry. And the rest of the stuff will go out to other parts of our pasture that we're building up the soil on, We have learned we're not putting it on our garden spot anymore because all we do is sprout Bermuda grass in our garden. So, but Bermuda grass sprouted in parts that will be pasture is just perfect.
And it's not completely, the reason the goats ain't eating it is if they're standing in here eating hay out of the manger and they pee or poop on it, unless they're absolutely starving, they're not going to eat that, what they just urinated and pooped in. And as you can tell, our goats are far from starving. They get fed grain daily and they get free choice hay. And up till the grass got killed back with the frost, we had a little over ankle high pasture in here. And as you can see back there in the back, we're about to fence off another spot to be able to have more grazing room and everything. So, like she said, we're not going to waste it because it will be scattered out throughout our pasture and it'll be used. I mean, we may dump some of it out here or we may take and fill in some holes that we got in the yard, and all it's going to do is decompose and turn into more soil, and it'll fill in stuff. So it's not really nothing going to waste here. So, but we love this lifestyle, and we try to make stuff having more than one use, like the hay that has fell on the floor.
Got my little farm buddy out here. He's going to take all this straw out to the chicken coop and spread it around. And we got Romer. Hey, your head itching? Huh? Your head itching? That what you needing? A scratch on your head? Huh?
Puts me in the mind of Braden. You start scratching his back and head, and he just goes in a daze because it feels good.
That what you need, girl? Huh? That what you need? Yeah. Dad, she needed a head scratch. Oh, I quit. I'm sorry. There.